How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Mike, and today we're going to be continuing the Spooktacular Extravaganza with episode 22. And today we're going to be kicking off just kind of like the end-all be-all sort of thing with this Spooktacular Extravaganza. We're not going to go by a particular theme. We are just going to go with some of my favorite horror movies. I feel a little restricted just talking about, a prompt given because I don't want to talk about some movies that I don't actually want to talk about. I want to talk about some movies that I love personally for the rest of this month. So from now until Halloween, we're going to be talking about movies that I absolutely adore. And kicking this little subsection off, we're going to be talking about the original Candyman from 1992. So this film is directed by Bernard Rose and stars Virginia Madsen and Tony Todd, and follows the story of the Candyman, a murderous soul with a hook for a hand, is accidentally summoned to reality by a skeptic grad student researching the monster's myth. So this is really what a lot of people would consider folklore horror, where basically there is this, group of people who believe in this myth or this legend. And in this case, it's about this, this man who was, back in, like the 1800s, was a slave. He fell in love with a white woman, and was murdered brutally by a bunch of slave owners, and shoved a hook in his hand, and like made it like I think they had bees sting him to death or something like that. They lathered him with honey, and then bees stung him to death. So that's how he went out. And then anytime someone says his name in a mirror 5 times, he comes back and kills them. So that's fun. And I, for starters, just love that concept. It's a really, really cool idea for a horror movie. It's just like, folk mythology, horror. That's just really, really cool. And also, Virginia Madsen is absolutely fantastic in this film as Helen. And, she gives a fantastic performance alongside Tony Todd, who gives one of the best villainous performances, I think, ever as Candyman. He is the encapsulation of just creepy eeriness in a film, and I absolutely love what he does for this role. Just like the iconic lines like Helen. just just he delivers it with such charm, but also just like this alluringness, just like this creepy vibe to it. And I absolutely love that about his character. And moving on just from that, the cinematography and the score are absolutely amazing in this film. The score, I don't remember. I can just look it up here. The score was made by Philip Glass, and I don't know many films that he's done the score for, but man, he did a fantastic score for this film. And also just Clive Barker. He's a big name when it comes to like writing stories for horror movies and just like horror in general and whatnot. He did the Hellraiser book. He did the book for Candyman. I just love his ideas when it comes to horror. He's one of the greatest geniuses, I think, when it comes to horror out there. So I absolutely love his work, and this film is probably my favorite work from him. So in general, I honestly think that Candyman is a perfect horror film. I think it delivers the eeriness, the spookiness for the Halloween season, and also just it provides like one of my favorite all-time horror villains. Just a creepy dude, creepy aesthetic, just an alluring nature to him. I absolutely love the execution that it was given to just this character and the performances. Absolutely adore this film from top to bottom. Cannot recommend it enough to anyone who hasn't seen it. Which, if you do, I envy you. This movie's amazing. Go check it out. So if you guys have seen Candyman from 1992, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments section. And if you haven't, like I said, go watch it, please. And if you like this video, make sure to hit the like button before you leave. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe. And I will see you guys tomorrow for episode 23.